wonsa du no ho no wonsa tia du no ho no ebi a okonya akwanhia wonsa baako ate sa wonsa baako te a da ye to aba no sa wo do wonsa kosi so a ma okwa ma wonto aba fi se na che sa wonsa du ni nyina no antimi ampeke enti electoral commission for no ni ayaye ne se wo mo ye ne se sa wo kona do wonsa du ni sisu na se antimi ankapcha wa na ya ma okrata no afele na ya fro se esa se wonsa tia no machine antimi afa ne enti da ye beto aba no ba to aba no another register your friend face only identification register che say no de ye hwe wanim efisi ye hu say won satia no entimi machine entimi mfa ni ayeye no electoral commission form machine see bia out of the 33,460 hot baby no one dey call 5,000 pe enti obi a obekọ mimi se baby a mekọ hwe mi di no machine bi edi ho eno an se ese manim ni me se ai sa mensai ebetimi a capture o sentiment capture obi edim e ma mpanyi dada so kan se ono ana be di akire ye professor Nana Jane Opoku Agimaya oti machi hei ono akasa call eye commander ewo ono ani krom ani the constituency se okoturo ni din ye tro ni din ma ne card eye bibia eba si yesi yemehwedin a yenko no onkonko hwe a afa de yesi ne card no number na ewo so no one nkrofo na eche sa number no se running mate mpo benya san so hwe ya na menua bi a oda na kura ase de menim asema ebeto no enti ono akasa no ewo se osan tutu anamon na okọ fili form foforo na yede ne kọ na osade ne sakoti ntim sankrata we so no obi abiza say enti sika na electoral commission for J so mo de koto machine foforo no emfa so ben pa na aba wo so President Mahama say saa de we ya asi no o ka obi say oh si ya exhibition saa de ma we mu nti na ya exhibition ya first exhibition mu from 1996 2092 96 abezi sabri o ko exhibition normally na akọhwe ane say bia wodin a wo ho na bia anchoro ni bia wo ye ba ma na de oba ahye wanim bia wo no ma of ayi me ne kra bi hia ya ba ma o se o no no okoye de 18 years na hye nanim eti akwa correct say wo buru 18 na we de o se se wo hwa ba bia asisi a wo hwa ashaman no da o mo ka se ye mehwe di mu a ye MP Ns Nogbe ene ne nkrofo do mani tu fam ko hwe mu no o mo hwe mu na enipa opepepe aduonu baako ene akire ene o mudin eni ehomanum MP na kasa ni din nim ye parliamentary candidate a wo kpon katamanso ono so ni din ni homanum ye MP a owo jirapa Dr. Dakora ono so ni din ni homam woman organizer our Eastern region dan mete so say on na busuafo a ekotro mudin no mkoye no mudin nim enti we no nya ordinary thing yade bia say yanhwe ne yanso ano a ede ohaw kese ebeba o say wo hwe ayewa so West Wogon ene ehunahuna ekoso wo ho na hwe na say ya ye chorochoro din wo hwe sojafo eti wo mugu monten ne ye do mo call from mantan mu ene banda no ne ade ne ohaw a eba ya ni nyina ye bisa na Akufo Addo so on te hwe bibia on te so dogo bi no on te se bibia akoso enso e mo wa se obi ko choro bibi kakra bi ko fa ya chemfo ho a o de saka wato so na nate ye e no frɛ ye asori mpanyifo akese e complain kire wo no ya de bi a ha dwen pa bebre na o ka se sa wo hwe Binduri constituency a wo Upper East ho a wo hwe dipa e kire wo din a baabi wo ho a ye friend Naransago primary school enipa 444 ena choro mudin oba akukura din ama registered no afi o se uko baabi te se Templin primary school a ehonso no enipa beye aduonu wotwe a choro mudin no ene baabi Kumpalunga so enipa ahasa aduana mienu 932 womo so mtrom din no kwa obi adin nim wo hwe sa district ho a 18 centers edu wotwe ewo sa Upper East no enipa mako empem ensia ahasa aduanan baako ɛna omudin eni humanum na ni nyinaa ba kora enkran ha kora ba biati ya constituency headquarters wa ya friend Clote constituency ha yi wo mu wie no 12 centers a tro di no enipa empim mienu ene aduonum nan 2054 edin amma ehumanum ohwe oni obabi a omu hu asamade maka ho asem edi ebebre okọ afiramantam eye voter region eye Ketu South ho no so no enipa empim nsia oha aduonum nwotwe 6158 ewo Angro constituency omudin Ketu South omudin nim Angro so no enipa ahankro adio watchim N9 984 omudin nim wakeka ne bebre saa de akwakosi na ne ya wo mu ne se saa edin tro ya tro ne ehun nyuma no ye ya na ya establish that was say stakeholders and political parties no wo mu hia if say wo kobo ball kra na the free no a obedi ene the linesman no wo mu ya de ya frɛ no pre-match conference no ma frɛ teams mienu no na ya dwendwe kwan a ball no ye bɛbɔ nafa enti saa na saa electoral process mu nso etie empanyi si ye number num esuma ye number nu suma fidi a ye number nu na eden ehwe na we de ye number nu ne yakwa registration ye agents wo ho registration na ye ho dwuma no ye the agents ko se de be ya every process bia no party for the be humbi enti obi ba na ye tro ndidin not the ko team we so no ko ewe no owie na ye wie na the card na mana na party for no so assign no ma chese bibia ye yie enti printing na ye de card ne ma no ye ye no abontin mo bia hu ye nya no osum na afedi ye te ya de se electoral commission for no ablekuma ehifam na no we ablekuma central anaju sum esum kabi na omo hwem printi card bebre na aja nyankopon a onna ye no oyi o so ahaban na obi kotwa ye no de beto mfoni sum ye nyina hu bi ye hu ye so no won ba ye no won man deny say enye nokre na kwasi aye bisa ne say ya chiro din ene ye issue card no agents wo ho no mo hwede a Samu printing card na adena mo nkwa mo ko printing a mo ma agents nye de emma ho if you say in our electoral process no every aspect bia is done with the support of the party agents ye printing ye ballot papers kra party agents ewo printing room ho no ma hwe papers na ye printing se na be ya asisie bia enye de emmom enti saade we ya wo mo koye ye o mo say wo mo printing cards akoma nkrofo no high card na wo printing obo nipa na ma na se wo printing the card na na wo print card ha na wo de koma no na kire se ayese kataso muamuaso bi eba mu a ya hwe yi a wo mo de yesika be den ebedwa nanka enti yansam keka mu nyina ne ekosi a ne se ya de agidi se kwan ya wo san komofa so a o mo de eyesa exhibition enya no na o mo aye ya ma o sika wo mato 75,000 biometric verification device na awukọ registration center how do nsasi so no yande ya say wo mo ntwi sa register infanko no mo nkoya wo homework yiye no mo nje sakra ya wo so nyina no mo nsamra bio na wo mo mfa machines no embassy every police station na say registration center bia no obi obeko bia mfa ne nsanko tim so na ye mfa process no ye fa so na ukoda hu say wa famu na che say unim say oda obeda if say da abato obeduru so no anya saa nia AC no say abato oduru so na saa da no kọ na say wonsa odiko tim so na anya yi a kwan be na wo fa so na ede asisie na eba so ye nyina age atum through all the processes including the special committee electoral commission that see wha not justice crab eda no ye nyina age atum say no verification no vote it is a machine no antimi ankyere amma green light a wontimi nto aba menuanom wenti na ye ka say niam ekoso yi no say yanso ano na ye ma ho kwan ma ne koso a ahwe yi a na da ebeto aba no na ensembone akwakosi essence person asumdwe banti no President Mahama say one more from international observers one mo ba hwa abato so through ECOWAS any African Union any Commonwealth any United Nations ni na any European Union for almost do almost council share Ademunano. One more observers in the Camerantem. If you say, oh, here Ghana ha, even your local friends, collaborators, Kodionum, any IDEC, any money, no, say, one more Casakrana, electoral commission for now, say, oh, can cry every day. Yeah, fa. Enti, but we are going to do there. Not you say, yeah, the Sa and Penifo with Bambi. Number he said by ya Ghana asumdwe no ye bebo ho ban if you say or say ya ntenase amba obi ma say enipa to me a nyame de ama the inalienable right of the Ghanaian for self-determination say ono be kwa to aba kire no obe pese obe the president and the parliamentary candidate and as an MP no sa de no de ye ma obi nchinchim yensa amba onje mfiri yensam eno de yeah, electoral commission. Any one more I can win now, including eminent personalities. Ye can say I come on tranchain. Now so how be back election no more. You to Mirika ko chief imam ho, you to Mirika moderator for ho, you to Mirika ko national house of chiefs for. Into one you on home free mono. Maame we bo mode hard one be kan ho say. One mo na betu nefo. Now what me die na dwuma. Enti sa na general secretary kan ye nimu say dwumadi omudi ene niam agye agu nsam nyina no wo ne sa eni patitrufuo yi ene tena ase ene o ma hwehwe ni nyina say ye nim ba bi a ye dwane akobio because all those we have to run for mediation in these matters no are now part of the decision making process of the electoral commission. Madam Asemi sure say matimi achechire mu fine.
Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Chairman. It's not easy at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I will invite the flag bearer and leader of the NDC, the incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, Inshallah, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to give us his closing remarks. Your Excellency. No, he will not speak tree. He's been bailed out by the national chairman.
Thank you very much. Let me thank the media for attending on us and carrying our message out to the rest of the country. In wrapping up, we are disappointed that what was described as superior technology, it said our old biometric register was overstretched and that the equipment was obsolete. And so we're going to get superior technology. We're surprised that superior technology is generating even more problems than the so-called obsolete technology. Because there are some things happening in this exhibition that we've never seen since 1992. We've taken part in exhibition of registers, registration of voters, elections, and some of the areas where a whole segment of names, thousands of them, can get missing from the register is unprecedented. And that's why we're saying that it's a widespread scale of the incidents and the quantums that we're dealing with that are the problem. So for instance, in places where 7,000 names are not there, we know that for exhibition, the turnout for exhibition is much lower than for registration. And normally when you go to check your name in the register, and your name is not there, they give you a form that you have to fill, and that form is used to include your name. So if you go to those stations where 700 people's names are missing, 900 people's names are missing, so if they don't come for the exhibition, how are you going to capture them and replace them in the register? That is what we're talking about. And all these will not arise if this particular electoral commission had a close collaboration with IPAC. That is what IPAC is for. IPAC is what has made our electoral commission one of the best in the whole of Africa. Indeed, other electoral commissions have copied our IPAC idea and created advisory councils of political parties where issues are discussed frankly and consensus is reached in how to deal with them. But this present electoral commission has a phobia for the IPAC. They're even afraid to call a meeting of IPAC. And when the Electoral Commission, the commissioner says, we have the mandate, that is what is resulting in what we're seeing today. Because you want to do things yourself. The political parties are critical stakeholders in the electoral process. And all of them must feel confident that they have participated in the processes leading up to the election. And that is what makes it easier for a party to accept that it has lost the election. But when you go in secrecy and do all kinds of things, and the processes are flawed, you don't expect me to say I'll accept the results of a flawed election. I won't. And so those are the issues we are referring to. Political parties are the vehicle for political mobilization of the people. The Electoral Commission is not at the polling station level. They are not on the ground. It is the MPs and our party executives who are on the ground with the people. And so the Electoral Commission must even take advantage of the political parties to mobilize the people. If you notice this problem, that there were people with identical, ID numbers, and so you needed to solve the problem. The first people to inform would have been the political parties and say, look, we've noticed this problem. Can you work with us to resolve them? This is the list of people who are affected. You give us the list. We are in the constituency, we are in the ground. We know where those people are. We would have gone to mobilize them and say, look, go to the district office and go and change your card. You haven't told us. You haven't involved us. And then you go surreptitiously in the night and you're printing new voters' cards. And the people whose cards you are printing don't even know there's a problem with their cards. That is what we're talking about. You see, this whole thing is generated by headstrong behavior and the refusal to listen to advice. We warned about this, and they refused to listen. And that's why I say it's either generated by malice, the deliberate attempt to steal the election for somebody, or incompetence, or both. And it's not acceptable. The ECOWAS protocol says that 6 months before an election, you must not introduce any new changes to your electoral system. Look at us, doing registration and exhibition and all these things within that 6 month period. Now we have 2.5 months left. How do we resolve all these issues with the register? Now you say we should file our nominations on 5th October. We need to use the final register, certified, to file the nominations. Because if you go and somebody signs, and it turns out that his card is invalid, if you go through and find out the person is not on the voters register, are you going to disqualify that presidential candidate? These are legitimate questions. And the EC must change its attitude, because the political parties are here to help them to have a credible and transparent and fair elections that we can all be proud of, where we all will accept the results and say, I mean, you won or you lost. And so, as a result of that, I wish to launch an appeal to all Ghanaians who registered. Please, 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 with what we're seeing in this exhibition exercise, the 3 days left, I appeal to all Ghanaians to take just a few minutes and go to your polling station with your card and check your name in the register. Because it might be that you are amongst this 7,000 and 21,000 people whose names have been omitted in the register. So this is an appeal to all Ghanaians. Within these 3 days, between now and Sunday, let everybody take a few minutes and go to your polling center and go and check and make sure that your name is in the register. Because this is a very critical election. It's an election of destiny. It's an election about the future of ourselves, our children, and our grandchildren. Receive your reports about what the incidents in your individual constituencies and branches have been. This is very important because if we don't get this voters register right, I mean, what is the use of campaigning only to go and have a flawed voters register that could distort the results of the elections? And so once again, I want to thank you, the gentlemen and ladies of the media, and thank the rest of the nation for listening to us. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. On to victory and the sea shall lead a stable democracy. Ghana, our strength in unity. From victory unto our strength in you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll end with this quotation from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It says, quote, "My brothers and sisters, this moment demands of us to act with patriotic zeal to preserve the peace and stability of our beloved Ghana. The true will of the people must triumph." Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave here, let us all sing the national anthem. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors with all our will and mind forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors with all our will and mind forevermore. Hey! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency will take leave of us.